Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Listen, if you've been tracking your calories and you've been eating healthy, but you're wondering why the stubborn belly fat still ain't going away, the love handle's still not going away, I understand how frustrating it could be. And I'm proud of you for actually trying. But what I've noticed over 15 plus years now, just counting calories and just eating healthy is not gonna cut it, guys, okay? That's just the generic information that most of the trainers out here on social media and YouTube and Amazon, and TikTok and all this kind of stuff give. But it's not what's gonna help busy, successful professionals because your lifestyle is so much more demanding. You have a demanding career, you got obligations with your family. Things have to be a little different, okay? And here's what I mean by this. Most times, if you've been eating healthy, you've been eating in a calorie deficit, you've been tracking your calories, and you're like, hey, why the weight ain't coming out? What I see most times is they're not eating anything throughout the day. They may be eating some snacks. Then later on in the evening, they eat a big meal. They're binge eating, okay? And over time, they fall off because it's just not sustainable. And so what I mean by this is just focusing on calorie intake and just tracking calories and just eating healthy is temporary results, man, which just leads to the, disappointment and feeling frustrated because you can't stick with the generic meal plan of just eat salads all day, just do the chicken and broccoli diet, just cut back on your calories, just cut out sugar. Now, if you're like morbidly obese or significantly overweight, doing these simple things can help you lose some weight. But if you want to have like a complete transformation, there's more to it than that, okay? And here's what I mean by this. You have to shift from just generic advice of just calorie intake, track calories, to focusing more on energy management, okay? A lot of the people I help are high achievers, very busy and successful. And so you not only want to look the part, you know what I'm saying? You want to feel confident in the way you look, but you need energy to perform in your career, but also have energy to enjoy time with your family, have a social life, right? And so therefore, if you're eating some generic meal plan, following some generic meal plan where your calories are less than 1,000 calories, 1,200 calories a day, you're going to be tired. You're going to feel like you're starving. You're going to have brain fog. These are the types of symptoms that should show you that if you're eating that way, it's not the right approach. Or if you're eating so healthy all the time, and let's say you have to travel for work. Let's say you have a business meeting. Let's say your family wants to go out and eat, but your generic meal plan of just eating healthy and tracking calories is not able to adapt with the changes within your lifestyle. That's no good. That's just going to lead to temporary progress. You're going to lose the weight, then gain it back. Lose the weight, then gain it back when you're traveling again, or another birthday, or whatever it is, okay? And so instead, energy management is this. Calories is it is a metric of energy, guys, okay? So if you over-consume on calories, yes, you're going to have a hard time losing weight. But the other side of it is this. Let's say you are eating the right amount of calories to lose weight, but you're eating poor quality food, fast food every day, junk food, processed food all the time. You're going to feel tired. You won't be able to sustain that level of that calorie deficit because the quality of food just isn't giving you the nutritional value that's needed for you to be able to excel in your career and your personal life, okay? Therefore, it's energy management. Calorie intake, but the quality of the food. Calorie intake, but the frequency of the meals, okay? If you're just eating one meal a day, wondering why you're starving and hungry and binge eating, that's why. You need to create frequency with the amount of meals that you eat, okay? What else? Meal timing. If you're noticing that you're eating and you're like, you can't even stop eating once you start eating. You crave a lot of sweets and a lot of, junk food, processed food, because, there's no structure behind what you're doing. You don't have the proper timing.
if you're waiting until you're extremely hungry before you eat, guys, this is what causes people to have brain fog. This is what causes people to have like that feeling like exhaustion and starving, you know? And so the quality of the food, the portions, the frequency, and the timing all matter, guys. It's not just calories in versus calories out. Because if you're not eating with the right frequency of meals throughout the day and the right portions with meals throughout the day, your stress is going to go up. And you want to know what happens when your stress starts to go up? Your cortisol, it's a hormone in our body, your cortisol also starts to go up, making it harder to burn fat. That belly fat that you have, the love handles, that is fat, guys. It makes it extremely hard to lose that if your cortisol levels are really high, okay? That's why it's important to make sure that you're focused on energy management overall. That way you look well, but you also feel well, okay? The people who just say, well, I'm just going to cut out sugar. I'm just going to eat healthy. I'm just going to track my calories. These are the same people that I see, and I've been doing this for 15 years, y'all. These are the same people that I see that don't struggle for just months. They struggle for years. They lose a little bit of weight, then they gain it back. Or they find themselves stuck, and then they end up gaining more weight because they're like, why even try? You see what I'm saying? And so what you want to do differently is this. You got to have structure. And the calorie intake is a part of structure, but also having clarity and strategy based on your lifestyle, based on your food preferences, not somebody else's meal plan or way of eating. Because let's say you're following somebody, you met somebody and they doing a keto diet, but you like, man, I like eating burgers and tacos from time to time. How long can you realistically sustain doing that? You know, or you're doing the Atkins diet that used to be a big thing back in the days, but you like, man, I can't sustain doing this, man. This is terrible. I'm tired all the time. I'm irritable. How long can you sustain that type of a diet if you have a career that demands a lot of your energy, physically and mentally, but the diet that you on doesn't give you those things? You might be losing a little bit of weight, but you stressed because you tired all the time. That's why you got to have more of a nutrition plan that's flexible but gives you structure still, okay? Because if you're traveling, going to business events, you have a demanding career, you got responsibilities at home with your family, you still want to enjoy time with your family, but your diet and way of eating doesn't work with you, it's somewhat like working against you, guys, you're going to find yourself going back into your old habits because you can't sustain it, okay? This is why it's important to have a nutrition plan that is flexible, that adapts to your way of living, your lifestyle. It's not just about weight loss. It's about performance. Can you perform to do your best in your career? Can you perform and enjoy time with your family? Can you lead your family? Or are you just kind of like just existing? High blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea. Like, what's life going to look like if you don't start getting these things in order? If you don't start making changes with your eating habits and doing these things the right way? It's going to get worse, man. I would love to say I'm still feeling good. 35 years old, feeling good, looking good. Your boy 35 still got the abs the whole nine, right? But there is a difference between when I was 21 versus 35. There is a bit of an energy difference. I'm not trying to step out no 10, 11 p.m. I'm in the house. I'm inside. I'm like how people say, I'm outside. No, I'm inside because my energy is different at 35 versus 21. You see what I'm saying? And so you got to eat the right way to fuel your ambition, to be able to excel in your career, or just, you want to continue to make more money and accomplish more goals that you may have on your bucket list. You want to travel, but how can you travel with confidence and feel happy if your body not on point, if you don't have the energy? I was talking to a guy about 2 or 3 weeks ago. He said his wife always wanted to take him and his kids out and go like to the pool or to the beach. He was like, I don't want to do it all the time, man, because, he was like, his body ain't on point. He don't always have the energy. And so he's sitting in the house playing video games. These are years of your life you'll never get back, guys. Years of your life you'll never get back. And so I see the women who spend the $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on these Louis Vuitton purses, and the guys who are spending, $400, $500, $600 a month just going on dates, whether they dating or they got a relationship, you still got to date your girl, you know what I'm saying? You spend a lot of money. And so that's easily $5,000 a year, if not more than $5,000 a year. That's like lowballing it, $5,000. But that's not taking care of your health. Why not? Like, you're your biggest asset, guys. If you're not taking care of your body, if you end up on the hospital bed, the only thing you're gonna be thinking about is, man, hopefully I hope my body can pull through. Man, you're not gonna be thinking about no luxury car, the nice beautiful house, or that that $4,000 or $5,000 purse. You'll be thinking about, man, I want my health back, man, so I can just, so many other things I want to do. So many things I want to do with my family. Like, you got to start having different decision-making skills, Like, I'm not saying I don't enjoy having these things also, but if you want to be able to buy back time, this is not just weight loss. This is longevity, guys, for yourself and for the people that love and care about you and depend on you. So you have to shift from just calories and, just eating healthy to eating based on lifestyle, longevity, confidence, health. This is how you get the body that you want and you keep it. All right. Other than that, guys, we out of here. Let's get it.
Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.